Good evening, it's Tamara Boynton Howard. Today is October 14th, 2023, and we are continuing in our session about the Write Your Life Right process. This book that is a workshop in a journal format. Yep. And tonight I was reading this. It's the same, Write Your Life Right, the process. This is the first version of it. Before I came up with the journal idea. And I was just reading it and cracking up about how much I was jumping through hoops to stay in a job that I didn't like. And I kind of like detail that. Um, I was just always out of character, if that makes sense. I was just not feeling like myself. And it took me a long time. And this process was part of that for me to like settle into myself and to understand my likes and dislikes and to um, figure out what I really, really wanted to do. That's what it did. It was a lot of processing. It was a lot of trying to figure out where I went left and how to go back right. Did I need to make a U-turn? um, and I told you how um, I pitched the article to the magazine company and they accepted it right away. And but what I came to understand through that little bit of a process is that I had to do what was best for me. I couldn't do what was best for my anybody else in my family. I couldn't make this decision based on somebody else's hopes and dreams. It had to be what I felt good doing. Like my insides had to be in fully alignment. I had to be able to take a deep breath and it felt clear. Like no one else could make this decision because I was the only person who had to live my life, right? Um, so like I've done a lot of things that people might find weird where I grew up. But I was okay with that because everything came together the way, and not necessarily the way that I thought it would, but it came together, right? And in it coming together, I was able, because I always say, like, um, you can have a goal, but you have to be open to allowing your goal to show up the way it needs to show up. So, like, let's say I wanted to earn, that was just kind of like a number I had put up on the board one year, right? Like, here I am trying to like make the come. And I was like, what can I sell? What can I make? And I actually went to a conference that year at the behest of one of my higher ups. I went to the conference, and as I was eating cake with somebody for dessert that night, they were like, "Oh, did you know this position opened up?" Say swear. Say swear. The position opened up, and I was like, "Oh, I'm applying for it." They were like, "Oh no, we need you at this place." Nah, I'm applying for it because I work part time and I deserve a full time position. Absolutely, I'm applying for it. And by the end of that, like I went on vacation the next week. By the time I got back from vacation, I had a whole nother job. I was like, dang, I ain't got to sell nothing. I don't have to sell anything, right? Though I'm very much a crafter and I always got something that I'm trying to make. Like, I call myself an artist. Like, this is my linoleum, and I got my little cutter, right? Like, I'm always trying to make something. Always. Always. I like creating, I like making stuff. Is it any good? Let's not talk about that. The fact is, I'm a creator, right? I'm a creator. But I didn't even have to go through all of that. I just was at the right place at the right time. But I set the intention.